Alright, turn that TV off. Turn it off all the way. Come here, TV Kali, Samaji.
Oh my god.
Come here. Sit.
Ow.
Yeah, whatever. Well, you got a little teeny shirt on.
It's like a t-shirt.
Alright, let's see. What did we learn? Let's see, it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Every day. So far, okay. Let's do this. What? Starting from the top. Tavy, what is something that takes money out of your pocket?
An asset.
Kylie, what's something that takes money out of your pocket?
Liability.
Boom! Liability. High five. You get a point. Brr. What's something that puts money in your pocket?
An asset.
Asset. Boom. Alright. Samaja, what are the two types of cards?
Credit and debit.
Credit and debit. Tavy, which one is the good one?
Debit.
Debit. Which one is the bad one?
Credit.
If we use the credit card, how often do we have to pay the credit card?
Every 30 days.
I can't hear you, Samaji.
30 days.
Every 30 days, right? So, you guys right now, we got an asset, which you all have an asset, right? And how much money does it make you?
$40.
$30.
How often do you get it?
30 days.
30 days.
Every 30 days. So you take your money, you take your $40, what do you do with it?
We I give it to mommy.
Save it, give it to mommy, because mommy puts it in another credit union for you guys. So, when you about to say buy potato chips, you about to say buy stuff.
Sir.
So you save it, right? So that's what you want to do.
I was
So
gonna say give it to mommy too.
give it to, but when you give it to mommy, you're giving it to mommy so she can take it and put it inside another bank. And you can also tell mommy will pull up her phone and she can show you guys your account so you can see how much money you have in your account. Right now, guess who's winning?
Who?
Because it's a race with your money in your account.
Oh.
Guess who's winning right now?
Who?
Kylie. She's actually really winning. But what's
By
in
how
there?
much money?
She's winning by like about probably $10 or $15.
I
But
knew
you can
it
tell,
would be-
all you gotta do is tell mommy to show you the account. You can see what you guys have, and then you know in 30 days you're gonna get what?
$40.
$40. So you can say, okay, how do I catch Kylie? But if Kylie saves $40 and you save 40, she's still gonna be winning. So that means right now you're winning to Kwanzaa. Whoever got the most money in that account until Kwanzaa, you get another 40.
Who's in second place?
I actually think Tammy in second place because you always taking money out. I asked mommy when she come back, she'll show you the account. It's a race to Kwanzaa. Whoever wins, what do you get at the end?
$40.
No, when you win, when we get to Kwanzaa, put it down. When you get to Kwanzaa, whoever got the most money gets what?
And that's
$40.
Another $40. So you may want to start stacking. I'm telling you, it's a race. It is a race, and I'm sitting back like, you want to win, don't you? You want to win? Who wants to win? Hey, whoever won, whoever saved the most money. So whoever saves the most money throughout the year till we get to Kwanzaa. Right now, Kylie's in the lead.
Oh, I'm gonna catch it.
You are in the lead, but you gonna catch her?
Yes, sir.
All right. So now let's talk a little bit about the credit card. Which one is bad?
The credit.
Credit.
But remember how we talked about yesterday about the water and the fire, right? And sometimes the water can be bad, and sometimes the fire can be bad, and sometimes the water can be good, and sometimes the fire can be good. Well, let me tell you how we can make the credit card be good. All right? Now, if you use the credit card has something on it that's called interest. Say it.
Interest.
Interest. That's how they win. Remember when I told you the credit card is like a big rat trap that got money on it, right? Okay. So, I got to teach you how to get the money off the trap so that way you don't get hit with the trap on your neck and it kills you. Let me tell you the number. I'm going to tell you right now how people get their neck snapped all the time with the credit card. And you already know, but I'm going to tell it to you right now. They don't make the payment. They take the credit card. So this is how it works. Somebody's going to send you a card in the mail or an offer in the mail. And it's going to say, hi, Kylie. Here's $500. Hi, Samaja. Here's $500. Here's $500. You can say, oh my God, I got $500 on a card. Yes, I get to take the $500. Woo, I'm going to go buy some candy. Wrong. Wrong. You use the $500 to your advantage, or you got to use it very smart. So let's say, right, in your bank, inside your credit union, in your account, you have, I don't know, say that you already have $1,000 saved up. You've been saving up money all the time. You got $1,000. Remember, the name of this game is a race. The name of the game is how much money can I keep in my pocket? That's what you always got to be thinking. How much money can I keep in my pocket? How much money can I keep in my pocket? If you ever use your money, out of your bank account, you want your money to work for you. You want to take your money and make the money work for you. All right? If you use somebody else's money, like the credit card, because that's not your money. If you use that money, you got to say, how do I make that money work for us? My money's going to work for me, but if I use your money, I got to make it work for us. So here's how it works. I say, Kylie, here's a credit card. It's called the Jones card. It got $500 on it. All right, you take the card, right? But you got to be real smart. I said, now, if you use this card, you owe me money. You owe me money, Kylie. So you give me the card back, right? But you can use the card. So let's think about it like this. The credit card is like money. It's a loan. Somebody loaned you some money, but now you have to pay the money back to the person that loaned it to you. Plus, you trying to make some money too. You want to make some money off of it too.
I'm going to make even more money.
So you're going to actually make even more money. That's right. You're going to take the money that somebody let you hold. You're going to go, can I get an asset with this?
Well, I'm going to get more money because it has candles.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. We're going to get an asset. We're going to always be thinking to get an asset with the money that somebody else let you hold. The asset will make money for you so you can put it into the bank. And you can pay the person back the money that loaned you the money. Okay? But when it comes to, now, that's actually like another topic. That's like talking about loans. But for the credit card, if you use the credit card, they're going to have what's called a minimum payment. Meaning, if you guys use that credit card and spend the whole $500, which you can do, you can spend the whole $500. They're going to say, okay, you owe me $25 next month. All right? So you say, oh, that's nothing. $25, that's nothing. I can do that. So you get either if you're working at a job or you get your asset, your $40 that come. When you get your $40, you can say, well, I'll just take $25 from the 40 and I'll pay the credit card people. But now here is the problem with that. When you pay them $25, they took $10 and put it in their pocket just for them to have. So really, you really only gave up $15 towards the $500 balance. $10 they took in interest. So let me try to make it make sense so where your brain can understand it a little bit better. I say, Tavy, you want to borrow $10? You say, yes, sir. I give you $10. Samaja, you want to borrow $10? Yes, sir. I give you $10. And Kali, I give you $10. And I say, you guys owe me $1 a month until you pay me back the $10. Okay? So in your head you think, oh great, all I got to do is pay Daddy $1 for 10 months and he got his money back. But no. When you pay me my $1, I'm taking 25 cents just for my pocket.
Plus 75 cents?
So all you really gave me was 75 cents because I took 25 cents in interest. So if you don't understand it right now, that's okay. You just need to know when you use the credit card and you make a payment on the credit card, all of the money does not go to what you used on the card. They're going to take some money and keep it just for their pocket. They say, yes, pay me the money. And then so you say, oh man, and everything works like that. Not just the card. Sit down. Not just the card. A loan works like that. Car payments work like that. House payments work like that. Anything that you gotta make payments on, somebody's taking interest. The magic word is interest. Interest, interest. So when you hear credit card, you need to know, well, you should be asking the question, what is the interest rate? What is the interest rate? Always know you're going to have to pay interest if you deal with the credit card. You're going to have to pay interest. If you use the credit card, you are going to have to pay interest, all right? Now, there's another trick that I didn't tell you. If you make the payment before 30 days, you don't got to pay no interest. So if you use the credit card and you smart about it and you look at the calendar and say, okay, if I use the credit card on this day, as long as I pay them before the 30-day mark next month, if I can pay them, then you're safe. Okay? You can use the money from the card, buy whatever it is you need to buy, but you have to make the credit card payment how often? 30 days. If you don't pay the people back in 30 days, that rat trap gonna get you.
Well, what will they actually do in real life?
In real life, they're going to destroy your credit reports. Now, that's a whole nother lesson too. We'll get into that later. But trust me, you do not want to use the credit card and not pay them back. You have to make your payment. Okay? Well, and when I say your payment, at bare minimum, you have to at least make the minimum payment. So if you use the card and you spend $500 and they say, okay, you owe me $25 a month, you don't have to pay them the whole $500, but you have to pay them at least $25. The credit card will tell you how much you owe them, what's your minimum payment per month, all right? Mm-hmm. So now with a debit card, do we have to do any of that?
Oh, we don't have to pay it back.
Debit card is no. If you use your which is your own money in the bank, if you use a debit card, you can swipe it or insert the chip, put your PIN number in, because debit card is PIN number. I didn't take it. Debit card is protected by what's called a PIN number. Debit card has a PIN number. What does a debit card have? PIN number. Debit card has a what?
PIN number.
PIN number. And it's a 4-digit number that you make up on your own. Okay? 4 digits, you make it up by yourself. Debit card has a what?
PIN number.
Credit card, they make their money off of what?
Interest.
Interest. Credit card companies make their money off of interest. And who pays the interest?
We do.
You do. You pay the interest. But if you make the whole payment before 30 days,
you don't have to pay the interest.
You don't got to pay no interest. So you have to be very careful. Now, here's what people do. People will get credit card offers in the mail. They will send them credit cards. And then they say, woo! I got all this money! Woohoo! And they go buy a bunch of, I'm going to tell you, they buy crazy stuff like Jordans or they buy really expensive. Don't even worry. You don't even know what Jordans are.
Ugly.
Don't worry about it. But you're going to see it as you get older. Trust me. They're going to buy something called Jordans. Just in your head. Only do it in your head. Just laugh at them in your head. You do not do stuff like that, okay?
Are Jordans like the shoes?
Yeah, it's not even smart. Trust me. It's not even smart. It's not smart at all. It's not smart at all. Okay?
Like what kind of store puts...
I don't even know. Just stay far away. Trap, stay far away from it. Don't go that way. Baby, run the other way. Don't go to the Jordans, okay? Don't do it. You buy smart things such as assets. That's all you gotta do. When you're little, you need to be thinking asset. And what is the main asset we're gonna be dealing with?
Houses.
Houses. How old you gonna be when you buy your first house? How old?
21.
18 to 21. We're gonna get you in at 18. How about you, Kylie?
What if you have a little bit?
You gonna be 6 when you buy your first house? That's next year. 18. We're gonna shoot for age 18 to get that first house. All right.
Can we do it younger or no? We cannot do it younger.
I don't think you can do it younger, but you can be ready. But when you get 18, bow, we're gonna hit that's when we on. It's like runners to your mark.
Get set.
Set. And when they say set, as soon as they shoot that gun, bow, you just turned 18. You just turned 18. It's time to go. But now, what you can be doing right now, you're stretching. Y'all are stretching. Everybody else ain't even stretching.
We're stretching for the next like 8 years.
And next 8, 10 years. They ain't even stretching yet. Like, they're still in the bed sleeping, right? But you guys are stretching. You're seeing everybody run. I'm even letting y'all go at nighttime and practice and run. You practice and get ready. But when you turn 18 and they say, set, bow, you'll be like, pow. You're like, get. Y'all run the track already? You done run around 10 times. Everybody else, they ain't even walk up to the track yet.
When you say 10 times, that means you buy 10. That means you bought 10 assets, right?
Well, that could mean that could mean a lot of things. 10 assets, or you were prepared to run around and lap the track 10. That's how far ahead you are. You got $10,000 a month coming in. Like, there is that could mean a whole lot of different things. But what I'm getting you ready for is when you turn 18 years old, you should have enough money. You already have a car, well, truck. You could have a car. You guys have a truck, and it's going to be a stick shift truck. Stick shift. Stick shift.
Oh, yeah.
You want a truck? You can have a truck too. You can buy a truck too.
I prefer you a Toyota, but never mind.
They got trucks and Toyotas as well. But the thing is, stick shift vehicles, because if you don't get a stick shift, you're not going to ever learn. Something may happen and you may come across a stick shift and you're not going to know how to drive it. And a stick shift is nothing more than a vehicle that has a little, like a joystick, like a video game, a joystick, and Daddy will show you all how to drive it. It's really easy, but a lot of people
mess it up. Or
no, you need to get a stick shift. Sit down. You're gonna get a stick, but don't worry, that's easy. Well, I'll teach you how to drive that stick. It's simple.
Which is when you put this in, but a lot of people what?
They don't know how to do it. They don't even know how. Like they're like, what's a stick shift? I have no idea. They don't know how to drive. And the thing about the stick shift is, it takes less gas. So you don't have to spend a lot of money on gas for the stick shift. Smart. So, credit cards make their money off of what? Interest. Credit card make the money off of interest. If you use the credit card, you have to pay them when?
Every 30 days.
Do you have to pay them all the money that you spent?
No, sir.
You gotta make, but what do you have to do?
At least $25. Pay them at least $25.
That $25 was what the scenario that Daddy said, but it's called the minimum payment. Get up, Kylie. The minimum payment. You gotta you have to do that. People don't make the minimum payment is what happens. They say, the minimum payment is $15. I'll skip that this month. You skip it, they're going to report you to the credit bureaus. There's 3 main ones, but we'll get into that later, all right? All you need to know right now is that if you use that credit card, you have to do this. What is it?
Pay it back.
Pay back the what?
$25?
The minimum payment.
The minimum payment.
Minimum payment. You have to do it. Now, before I wrap this up and I let y'all go back, I'm going to let y'all know something. When I first was driving my car, I had a car called a Mazda 626, right? I had a credit card. I still got the same card right now, same company, okay? Well, y'all know that little green, my little green book over there, the little book that I write stuff down in, numbers? No, not the little smaller one.
Yes, sir.
All right, sit down, Kylie. So, what I used to do when I was little, I used to take my little green book, and when I'm driving my car, you know the visor, the thing that you move down so the sun isn't in your way?
Yes, sir.
All right, I used to keep my little green book up there, right?
Yes, sir.
So, this is what I used to do. I still do it now, but I don't use the little book anymore. I can do it in my head. But when I was young, every time I was driving my car, I would use my credit card to get gas and to buy food from like McDonald's or Captain D's. But like when I would buy little food, that's what I would use was my card. Well, when I went to go use my card, every time I put my card in the machine to get the gas, whatever, I always keep receipts. You always keep the receipts, right? You put the receipts over there inside the box.
Like when the bills come, you can calculate.
I can calculate all exactly.
I have the receipt.
You always keep your receipts. But what I used to do, I used to take my notebook and I would always write down exactly to the penny how much I just used on that credit card, right? So now my daddy, remember granddaddy taught me, hey, you got to make that payment before the 30-day mark.
Hey, Dad.
Hold on. Remember your question. Remember it. So if I added up everything that I used on my credit card in my book, I knew exactly how much money I either needed to cut grass, because I used to cut grass to make money, or when I was working at McDonald's, when my check would come in. I would take the money from my check and from cutting grass, and I had to go get what's called a money order or a cashier's check, take the money order and mail it to Capital One and make my payment. I needed to know exactly how much I used on my card, so I would always add it up every single time. You have to know how much you're using on that credit card, okay? So that way you can pay them back their money. You want to pay them back their money, or at least the minimum payment, all right? What you about to ask me?
Okay, I was going to ask you, bills are due on the 30th of the month, right?
Well, no, but they are due every 30 days, but not on the 30th of the month. But so we get like a lot of different bills: cable bill, Wi-Fi bill, car bill, insurance bill. You got all kind of bills. But if you can literally tell the company when you want to pay them, but you have to call on the phone and say, "Can I make this payment on this day?" If you do that, keep still. If you do that to all of your companies, you can try to get all of your bills around the same day, so that way you have enough money, you can make all your payments. You can try to do it like that. You can.
Okay.
But again, if you have assets or houses and you got a lot of them, you can say, this house is responsible for paying this bill. This house is responsible for paying this bill. And you can do it like, you can do it however you want, okay? But you won't be able to do any of that if you don't have the asset. So you got to get the asset first, all right? Asset first. Any other questions?
Yes, sir.
What's up?
Okay, so some bills are doing this, but like, why do you take the receipts and like put them in different sections?
Taxes. When we go to
All
have to separate,
taxes, right.
that's a whole nother lesson too. But with taxes is one thing too. We gotta separate all the receipts: fuel, lodging, food, services, goods, all that. We gotta do that. And me and mommy do that at the end of every year.
Oh.
So for tax purposes, when it comes
That's
time
why
for,
it takes
we gotta do that once. And now we got so much receipts. Now I have to do it 2 times a year because I just have too much. I gotta start breaking them up sooner, so I don't have that much work to do in December.
Is that a lot of work to do?
Yes, it is. What kind of question you got?
So, when you make a house, when the people pay their bills, do they give you the money?
So you can do that. So, but the thing is, you may not live in the same state. So, like, I don't live in South Carolina right now, right? We don't live there, so they can't just give me the money. Plus, something else you need to be worried about.
Counterfeiting money.
Counterfeit money. People be having fake money that looks real. So I don't deal with that. I make the people take the money to the bank. Make them take it to the bank and they put it in the bank.
And if they do have to give it to you, then you like use that little counterfeit pen.
I got a pen. I'll show y'all the pen. I got a pen. It's a like a fluorescent light, and I'll show you what to look for when you use that light and what you're looking for real money. But people will give you fake money out there. So there's 2 different ways you can check. Well, there's a lot of different ways you can check to make sure that money is real. But the easiest way, you take your marker and you mark it. But they can even beat that. People are very, 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 very slick. They take the money, they can wash the money, and so all of the ink comes off. They keep the same paper, and they can put that money into a printer and print a whole nother set of ink on it and make a $1 bill look like a $100 bill. I know for sure it gets done. People are very, very slick.
Can you beat that too or no?
Yes, you can. I can tell you how to beat it, but the easiest way to beat it is don't deal with any money. Make them take it to the bank. That's the best way to deal with it. Say, I don't want none of your cash. You take that money and take it to that bank and put it in the bank for me. Now, if the money's fake, let the bank deal with it. You just make sure you put that money in the bank so I can use my card with my protected 4-PIN number, my 4-digit PIN, and I can use my debit card and get that money. But I do not want it from your hands because it might be funny money. It might be funny money. All right?
Well, I was gonna ask something too. Oh, yeah, if they do give you counterfeit money and you find out about it, can you get them in trouble?
Well, you kind of can a little bit, but if they give you counterfeit money and then you leave and they leave, and then you go back tomorrow and say, hey, you guys give me fake money. They say, no, I didn't. I gave you real money. You do that.
I have the money right here.
You hit them now, you're going to go to jail. So you can't even, I'm telling you, listen, the best way to beat counterfeit money is don't even touch it. Don't even deal with cash. Tell them to take it to the bank. That's the best way to deal with money. Don't touch people's cash. Now, if you find a bunch of money on the ground, okay, we're going to get that. All right, we're going to get that. But if it's payment to you because of their rent, take the rent to the bank. That's what you do. Take the rent to the bank. I'll get it off my card. Mr. Jones, can you please come get this money? No, I cannot do that. Oh, come on, I got the money. Listen, before you even signed the lease agreement, you already knew you had to take it to the bank. Now, if you don't, now I'm going to have you late fees, and that's a whole nother story. We'll talk about all of that stuff later. The biggest thing is you need to know credit cards make their money off of what?
Interest.
And who pays that interest?
We do.
You do. Okay? You got to know that. The interest is the rat trap. Sit up straight. The interest is the rat trap. And when they don't make the payment, they're going to mess up your credit score. And your credit score is what you need for when you want to make bigger investments and bigger assets later on in life. Because those days are coming.
What if you could rent an apartment?
You can.
That will get you a lot
You can rent an apartment. Already great way to think.
You could rent a hotel.
Hotel too. You can do hotel. You can do whole shopping malls. You can. But the way to do that is credit. But if you don't have good credit and you already messed your credit up because you didn't make a payment on your credit card,
then you can't.
You're done. Rat trap killed you.
Can you revive yourself from a rat trap?
You can revive yourself, but oh my God, it takes a long time. It's so long. People just say, I just want to shoot myself. So you get ahead of the game now. You get ahead of the game right now. Okay, that's what you do. And this is how you always have to think about it. You have to know that credit card will get you if you don't be smart and make that minimum payment. That's all you got to do is make the minimum payment. The name of the game is how much money can I keep in my pocket. Always want to invest and get an asset, and the money that the asset gets you, you use that money to pay for your liabilities. Okay? You use the asset money to pay for your liabilities.
Yes, sir.
All right.
But what if you would have done this? So they give you the counterfeit money, right? And then you use the pen and you mark it, and it like, what does it do if it's counterfeit? It turns green, right?
Okay, listen. I'm tired of talking about the counterfeit. What's the way to be counterfeit?
Just ask them to put it in the bank.
Ain't no accident. Ain't no accident. Tell them. Put it in the bank.
Okay.
Alleviate yourself from dealing with people's cash. Don't deal with people's cash. Okay? So now, if you put yourself in a position to deal with people's cash and you get counterfeit, that is your own fault. I told you not to do it. I told you not to do it. You did it anyway. Stupid. Stupid. I told you don't do it. All right? Take their money, make them take their money to the bank. Where you take it at?
To the bank.
To the bank. Which you already have to set the accounts up so they can put it into the bank, all right?
Okay.
Do not deal with their cash. It's funny money. It's fake. They're trying to trick you. Don't put yourself in that position. Don't do that. That doesn't make sense. Would you want to run a race and I tie both your shoelaces together? Does that make any sense? Everybody else wants to beat you. I'm telling you, don't tie your shoelaces together. You're gonna trip, idiot. You're gonna fall on your face. Well, I thought the shoes were good. I told you not to wear them shoes. I told you don't do it. And you done tie your laces together. Don't deal with their cash. Make them take it to the bank. All right? What other questions?
What if they say, no, I'm not taking it to the bank?
They no problem. They don't gotta take it to the bank. Don't rent your house to them. Don't rent your house to them. Next. Don't worry. Somebody's gonna be next wanting to get that house. What else we got?
That's all.
That's all.
Right now, Kylie's winning the race, y'all.
I'm gonna beat you guys.
Alright. Alright, y'all can go watch TV. good day to have ice cream. Yeah, whatever.
Can I have ice cream?
Maybe.